Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I am the budgeting esthetician, and today I'm going to be doing a bonus cash stuffing in July. So this is not from my full-time income. This is from basically a life insurance policy. I'll kind of just go ahead and zoom you in, I guess. On our income here, I had a family member sign me up for a life insurance policy when I was a baby. That basically, would cover me when I was a kid, and then I could basically, when I became of age, which I believe was 21, I took over ownership of the policy and was able to redeem the policy for a cash value, if that makes any sense, if I wanted to. And my goal was to kind of try to just leave it and only take it out when and if I needed to. And unfortunately, I kind of needed to, because I had a big car expense that otherwise was going to come out of my emergency fund. So I just figured, since I was planning on redeeming this eventually in the near future anyways, because I plan to get a different policy eventually, I just figured I would do that now and just be able to cover that cost, as well as I will be stuffing the remainder. So I'm going to start with stuffing and then do a little mini unstuffing after that to remove the money that I did spend on that car expense, as well as just to do a mini unstuffing of my bills and whatnot that I spent my last paycheck, since I didn't do an unstuffing for my last paycheck. So for that, they sent me a check for $2,198, and then I did include my cash back from my credit card spending that I would have put on my last paycheck, but I ran out of lines for my income, and I just knew I was going to be stuffing this life insurance payout, so I just decided to put that on this one as well, to make that a total of $2,212. But to make that an even $2,220 that I will be stuffing today, I will be pulling $8 from my cushion fund, because that is over its kind of goal of $375 anyways. So to make sure that this amount is correct, we're going to pull that from my cushion first. And don't mind, by the way, this denomination breakdown over here is incorrect, because I did decide to switch out a 50 for 2 20s and a 10, because it made more sense with the whole unstuffing situation. So from my cushion, we're just pulling out $8, so that should just be a 5, and I forgot I was actually going to move these back. 5, and then a 2 and a 1. So now I'm going to double count my cushion here first real quick and make sure that I am left with $375 in here. 1, 2, 253, 320, 40, 50, 65, 70, 2, 4, and 5. Perfect. And I did an off-screen kind of switch the bills around in here to actually decondense it, because I do like to keep this one full of all the different denominations in case I need to make change like I just did. So alrighty, that is that. And so now we should have $2,220 over here. Some of that is in bigger prop bills, as you can see, because that's what's going to just get immediately unstuffed anyways. But let me zoom this out here and then count this money and make sure we have the right amount here. Alrighty. 1,500, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2,000, 2,100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 2,200, 10, 15, 17, 19, and 20. So we do have $2,220 here to stuff today, which is fantastic. It is a little bit sad to think about how much of this is just immediately going to pay off my credit card, but such is life. Alrighty. So we get to skip past my variable and fixed expenses. I think I'm going to start down in my savings because that's usually what I will go through first on a normal stuffing. So that is getting $45 into my $500 savings challenge, which is from Mary Plans. Everything that I have purchased from Etsy sellers is linked down below. Well, their shops are. By the way, there's two 45s and two 50s on here, and I wanted those out of the way, so I had the money to do it this go around. So I'm just going to grab, it's just going to be two 20s, and then I'm going to do the 5 in these two 2s and a 1. So that's 20, 40, 42, 4, and 5. And then let me cross off the 45 on my little tracker here. Okay. So now, adding this in, we should be at $200. 1, 50, 70, 90, 95, 7, 9, and 1, or 200, sorry. 200 in that, so we only have 300 to go. That should hopefully be finished by the end of the year. And I'm going to leave that as like a surprise. It's still even going to probably be kind of a surprise to me. I know some options for what I'm going to do with that, but I'm not 100% decided yet. So we're going to leave that as a surprise for what that 500 is going to be for. So that is my only non-sinking fund that we are stuffing today. So we will just go into my long-term sinking funds binder to stuff my car fund, which is getting the vast majority of this stuffing today. So this is getting $1,850, and that is just that $1,500 placeholders there, and then it's getting, actually let me do it this way, 3 more hundreds, and then it's getting 2 20s and a 10 for 50, because I just figured out for my unstuffing I will need change. So let me make sure this is 1,850, 1,500, 6, 7, 800, 20, 40, 50. Perfect. And then let's add all these in together. All right. And this should be 2,100. 1,500, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2,000, 2,050, 70, 90, and 100. $2,100 in here. I wish all of that was going to stay in here. But, oh, and I do also have a savings challenge for this, by the way, which is right over here, but kind of a spoiler for here in a minute what I'm going to unstuff. But I only get to fill in 6 more of these cars, which all equal 100 to get me $2,000. But anyway, 6 is still exciting, so I'm gonna still fill in 6 of these. Kind of sloppily. But I don't really want to have to speed you guys through this part. But I don't want it to take forever either. So that was 4, 5, and once we get to unstuffing, I'll talk about what this car expense was and kind of what's going on with my car. But I've had older cars for a long time. Oh no, I did one too many. I got distracted. I'll have to fix that later. I have an older car, a 2012 Chevy Malibu, and I've had older cars that were kind of hand-me-downs for a while, and I'm just thinking I want to try leasing before I go into trying to buy my very first car for myself. It's just a lot less money up front, and like with buying a car, I just don't know how new of a car I'll be able to afford. And so, you know, just the idea of I've had to pay for a lot of maintenance for my older cars over time, which has been okay because I haven't had a car payment, but I just don't want to get myself in a situation where I'm having to make car payments every month and still pay a lot in maintenance. I just want a little bit of time, I think, where I can just kind of relax and not worry about all of that. So, yeah, but anyways, so this is going into my car envelope for now, and we will come back to that very shortly to unstuff it. Well, not all of it. All of that's not getting unstuffed, thankfully, but alrighty. And the only other sinking fund or category in general we are stuffing today is Miscellaneous, which is in my short-term sinking funds binder. I think I said something kind of about this in my last video where I stuffed this envelope, but I am pretty sure I'm going to use this envelope towards debt. I do have student loan debt. That is the only debt that I am currently in. But yeah, I was kind of waiting to see what would happen with some of my federal student loans potentially being forgiven, but that is not going to happen, at least anytime soon. So yeah, I'm just kind of preparing myself to have to start paying on those again because I haven't budgeted that into my current budget. So at least for the rest of the year, I think I just kind of want to put any extra money I can towards this and then either make one kind of lump sum payment or add some to each of my monthly payments. I'm not sure yet. I'm even kind of thinking about, because I have one private student loan through Sallie Mae, which is the one I'm currently paying a little bit on, and I'm kind of thinking about just paying on that one and putting all my money towards that one for a little bit, because it is a little bit over $8,000, and since it is a private loan, my interest rate is like double, if not triple, some of my federal student loans. So I'm kind of thinking about not paying anything on my federal ones for a while and seeing if I can pay off my Sallie Mae one really quickly. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts about that. If you have any experience in anything like that. But anyways, so for now, I'm just stuffing a bunch in here. I think my goal is to get up to at least $500 to have around for whatever might potentially happen with that. So today it's getting 325. So that's my last 300s here, 20 and this 5. And there is a 50 in here from our last stuffing. So there should now be 375 in here. 1, 2, 3, 50, 75. Alrighty. Sorry that the sun keeps going like in and out. Alrighty, so that is it for the stuffing for today. So we are just going to go ahead and move on to the unstuffing. We're going to go right back in. And actually, I'm going to go into, since I was just in that one, let's go into my short-term sinking funds binder first. Household, I spent $5 on some toilet bowl cleaner for a 2-pack. So that is going to come out. So literally just pulling a 5 there. Nothing too exciting there. Alrighty, and then we'll go into my car sinking fund again. So, like I said, I have an older car, and so I just had to get some brake work on it, as well as one of my wheel bearings was going bad, went bad. So that cost me a whopping $1,180.96. That is the most that I've ever paid at once for any of my car repairs. So yeah, that's kind of what kickstarted like me deciding to really start saving for a car and potentially, like I said, doing the lease instead of buying, because yeah, I'm grateful to not have a car payment, but if it's going to get to the point where every single time I have a car repair, it's going to be like $1,000, like it used to be, like, okay, yeah, 500. Now, if it's going to be like 1,000 every time, that's just, like, I did the math on how much I've spent on car repairs over the last year, and it's equaled out basically to $300 a month, which is a car payment. And I just feel like I'd rather just have that at this point, and not have to worry about like not having my car for, you know, however long things take to get repaired. And I don't know, I have one of those things where I don't know very much about cars, so I feel like every time like it has to get work done, I can't trust whether they're telling me the truth about what really needs done or not. Like the wheel bearing 100% needed done. I was starting to hear a sound, and now I can no longer hear that sound. And I, you know, looked into it afterwards, and it definitely needed to be done. But, yeah, I don't know. There's just been some other times when I've kind of just been a little skeptical. I don't know. I just feel like it'd be really nice to not have to worry about that for a while. I know some people are really like adamantly against leasing, but I don't know. I just feel like right now it's just might be the best solution for me. Nothing's 100% decided yet, but it's just, I'm worried I'm not going to be able to save up enough to buy a car that I can afford, and not have a ridiculous car payment before my car really bites the dust. So I just figured this I could at least save pretty quickly. So I'm also pulling out $19.04, which I'm just going to round down to $19 to put in my cushion, to be used towards other categories eventually, because I just like my sinking funds to be even like that. So we are pulling from here $1,200, and how I'm going to do that is obviously just that $1,000 placeholder is going to come out, and then I'm going to pull one of the 100s, but the other 100 I'm pulling out in this 50, 220s, and a 10. So there we go. Now we are left with $500, $600, $700, $800, $900 in car. $700 of that is in my savings challenge. $200 of that is for me to be able to use on like car maintenance, like not repairs, but like just normal maintenance, like oil changes and tire rotations and car washes even and stuff like that. So that is that for my car, and we will come back to putting that in my cushion. But first we will be unstuffing from my bills. Oh my gosh. Hopefully it's not like way too dark. The lighting really just changed. Okay, so we had, after my last paycheck, my first two bills of the month come out, which were YouTube Premium, which was $11.99, which I just obviously round up to $12, which they are raising the price on that, but I watch a lot of YouTube, so I don't know. I think I'm going to keep it, but I just got it pretty recently. But that is coming out, and then also my Sally May loan. I'm paying $100 auto pay on that right now, while it's technically still in a grace period, but I'm trying to keep up with the interest on that, because again, like I said, that's a private loan, and it's the interest rate on that is ridiculous. So that is coming out as well. But yeah, and that comes out of my debt envelope. So let's go into bills first. And what I'm going to do, because I don't actually have a 10 here, so I'm going to pull out the 2, and that's just going to go behind the 5 here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out a 20 and then put back in this 10. So now bills has 1, 2, 250, 270, 280, 285, 287, and 288. 288 in bills sounds correct to what I should have, so we'll mark that one off. And then last but not least, here for the unstuffing, we're just pulling out the 100 from debt, which is exactly what it has in 50s there, so that's just coming out. And then I'll mark that one off as well. Okay, and then we just need to add the $19 to my cushion, last but not least, which I don't actually have 19 here. So what I'm going to have to do for this one is add in a 20 and then take out this one. So my cushion should now have 394 if I did that correctly. So 1, 2, 253, 320, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 2, and 4. 394 is correct. All right, so we'll mark that one off as well. That has been added. So that has been everything for this stuffing and unstuffing. I hope it wasn't too chaotic and all over the place. If I kind of confused you on anything, just let me know down below and I'll see if I can maybe explain it better there. For the fun of it, I'm going to go ahead and count this money that we unstuffed. So we unstuffed 1,152, 250, 70, 95, 97, and 98. So 1,298. If you made it all the way through this video, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I think my goal the last time I filmed was 25, and at the time of filming this, we blew past that point to over 30, I believe. So thank you guys so much for anybody who's subscribed recently. If you haven't already, like I said, please do. My next goal will be 50 subscribers. Also comment down below. Like I said, if you have any questions for me, or let me know like what your favorite content budgeting wise is to watch. Do you enjoy stuffings the best? Do you enjoy condensings the most? Or if you know, are kind of more of a silent watcher, which I completely understand. I am a lot of times on YouTube. Comment your favorite heart emoji down below. But yeah, thank you guys again, like I said, so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Come back next week for another cash stuffing for my second paycheck of July. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and your week until then, and I will see you guys later.